Not long ago, Unite the People was approached by a gentleman named Bradley James. Mr. James informed us he was working as the bodyguard and driver for Miss Kelsey Harris during Mr. Peterson's trial. As such, he was in close proximity and he had privy to conversations she was having with her husband and others. Mr. James informed us he was not under a non-disclosure agreement or a confidentiality agreement and was free to speak with Unite the People, and that he was doing it because his conscience would not let him not speak and leave a man in prison for something he did not do. Mr. James informed Unite the People that he was a witness to the conversation Miss Harris had, where she stated she had the gun, she fired it 3 times, Mr. Peterson grabbed her arm and knocked it down, and the gun fired 2 more times. In essence, Mr. Peterson never shot anybody, never even touched that gun, never fired the gun. This statement aligns with the statement of the only non-party witness to the case, Mr. Sean Kelly, who at trial testified he saw 2 women fighting, 2 men break up the fight, 1 man grabbed the other one's arm. Gunshots came from the passenger side. Passenger side is where Miss Harris was sitting. This further iterates that Mr. Peterson did not shoot Miss Pete, did not shoot at Miss Pete, or did not assault Miss Pete. It's just another irregularity in a list of irregularities in this case. For example, there were 3 potential suspects in the car that night, and yet the only DNA sample was taken of Mr. Peterson, even though unknown DNA was found on the gun. Why wasn't Miss Harris's DNA taken? Or was it taken and the information simply never given to the defense? Why wasn't the driver of the car, Mr. Jaquan Smith's DNA taken? Or was it taken and again, simply not given to the defense?
I'm so glad that all of this is finally coming out, because I remember when it initially came out that Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion got into some kind of altercation. I remember the entire world, not the whole world, but like the brain dead, piece of shits with their brain in their ass. They were like, yeah, he did it. He totally did it. Megan's not lying. It's the truth. With absolutely no evidence at all. The story never made sense. You had all these people in the car. No DNA, no nothing. But we went with Tory. And then when the news came out that it was a love triangle, anybody with a brain instantly went, the best friend did it. But we didn't. We were just like, yeah, Tory. Well, not we, y'all. It was like, yeah, Tory. I don't know what court they took this trial to or where this went. I don't know if it was the court from The Simpsons or if it was the one from Family Guy where, the Kool-Aid man ran through the wall. I don't know what court it was, but this court had to have been led by somebody who makes short films in their basement. Because there's absolutely no way you get nothing, no evidence, no nothing, the worst investigation of all time, and you go, yeah, let's give him 10 years. What? What are you talking about? It doesn't make any sense. And then a few days ago, Tory Lanez is fighting Ghostface in prison. He gets stabbed 14 times by a dude who's serving a life sentence for second-degree murder. And what makes it even worse is he was stabbed right after a major news outlet reached out to Megan Thee Stallion's team to let them know that there was more evidence that they got, concrete evidence, to free Tory or to go to trial again, to prove that he didn't do it. Then magically, after they are contacted about that, all of a sudden, a guy goes and stabs Tory Lanez 14 times. Yeah, if you didn't believe in the Illuminati or, music labels doing stuff for their benefit because people don't want to be a part of their business or be a part of what they're building, I hope you do now. Because if you didn't know, whenever the situation happened, the shooting and everything, Tory was on stream, on Twitch, regularly showing artists how to be independent, how to build their own brand, how to be their own artist and their own business person. He was showing people how to do it without a big label over their head. And that comes right after he just declined a multi-million-dollar deal with Roc Nation, a company or conglomerate, label, whatever you want to call it, a cult that Megan Thee Stallion was a part of, that she had signed to. So none of it's adding up. None of it's making any sense. It all seems like a botched plan, and then probably the worst cover-up of all time. The dude who was in prison on a life sentence for second-degree murder, no wonder he got charged with second-degree murder. He can't even do a murder right. He can't even do it right. Tory survived 14 stabs, and they didn't expect him to. So now all this news is coming out, and hopefully he gets freed. And he better not get no charges for nothing. It better not be no house arrest, no probation, nothing like that. And Megan needs to be charged, bro. Because anytime he tried to speak up, and he barely would speak up. Anytime he would be like, oh, it's crazy how she lying on my name, or he'll say something along those lines, she would get on Instagram Live and be on Instagram Live for like an hour plus. Talking about some, I don't know why anybody believe in him. He one of them abusing, manipulative, I can't even get the word out. One of them. He's a manipulator, and he's not telling the truth. He be doing all this. Meanwhile, she one of them toxic women who's trying to get in everybody's head talking about some, yeah, he did it for real. He definitely did it. Who else did it? I didn't shoot myself. My friend didn't shoot me, knowing damn well her friend blasted her foot. Come on, dude. Like, be serious. Today's topic, or today's theme, toxic cornball hoes. Or toxic cornball women. That's the theme for today. Just wait for the next vid. Trust, you gonna understand. But, man, free Tory, man. And he better get out this year. He better get out within the next week. Well, it probably won't be a week because it's going to take a minute for them to go to trial again. And it really shouldn't be a trial. It really shouldn't. But it will be because they got to talk to the bodyguard who is bringing this news up out of nowhere. But, Megan, you're scummy. You're scummy. Oh, my. You are a rat. Straight up. You're a rat. Man, I hope she loses everything, bro. But she's not. She signed to Roc Nation. She's not finna lose everything. They about to sweep it under the rug, and then within the rest of the year, within the next few months, people are gonna forget it ever happened, and we're just gonna ignore it. I'm not gonna forget.